They've only won 2 of the last 6, and another tight battle here, but Mullen does come up with it. Somehow spins through a double team. Definitely a slower start than the Syracuse offense was hoping for, but Steven, this is a team that over the past couple of years has been very streaky at times, and it took them 30 minutes to score 6 goals. They might get another one there less than 30 seconds in. Are you kidding me, Michael Leo? Just stings the corner, and the Orange are on the board here in the second half, and I was just gonna say they can go on a massive run at any point, and that's how you start one.
Michael Leo showing some energy here. This right-handed alley dodge, he paints this corner. He had a slow first half. He comes out on fire. What a start.
Just beats his man, the long stick midi Donald Varnaren. Finds that top left corner. And Steven, now it's all about starting a run if you're Syracuse, getting one of those 6 or 7 goal runs that this team had so many of last year.
Definitely a team of runs. Look back at that Harvard game in the first round. Rallied off 5 or 6 goals in that fourth quarter.
Ryan Poling made it quite clear that that is the key to keeping it close and potentially beating Syracuse, not giving up any of those big runs. Mullen wins the face-off, a nice BTB to Bonino. Otto the extra pass, Spallina, and there's 2 goals in less than 15 seconds. The 2-for-1, that's exactly what Syracuse wanted to do. And the Orange have their biggest lead of the day, up by 5.
And this is where Johnny Mullen is just such a treat for this Syracuse team to have. BU has not touched the ball yet, and Syracuse already has 2 goals in this second quarter. And then credit Vincent Bolognino, runs a really nice little fast break 5-on-4. Nice touch passing, and then a great finish by Spallina to top it off.
You see Joey Spallina's career stats will go down as one of the greatest Syracuse players of all time. He started this season just 62 goals away from passing Mikey Powell's all-time points record. We might add on another one here as Mullen wins another face-off. Syracuse has its 3rd possession of the half, less than a minute in.
Yeah, we talked about them being streaky. You can be streaky when you have a fogo like that. Right, possession after possession after possession really helps the offense get in the flow.
Boghan, the freshman, scored 1 in the first half. He's got space, but sends it down low. Rossfield to McEntee. He's looking for his first, but bounces it wide.
Great ball movement, unselfish play by Boghan. I thought he was going to pull it. Elects to push it through X.
Spallina gets the screen from Thompson. Goes behind the back, and there's another turnover. Feels like Spallina's just forced a couple of those today.
Yeah, Connor Kem's doing a great job on him, and I think Spallina just has to change it up a little bit, right? We've seen him on that low wing trying to work that 2-man game with Finn Thompson, and BU's all over it. Credit them, and I think that BTB pass inside, I'm not sure that Coach March and Gate are that happy to see that again. They've obviously connected on it before, but not exactly working out today.
7 turnovers already from the Orange. Forte, denied by McCool. He's going to be one of the big keys for Syracuse this season in net. Goalies can win you national championships, and he is one of the best in the country. ACC Goalie of the Year last season. Now in his 2nd year as the full-time starter.
We've spent a lot of time talking about the Syracuse offense, but the Syracuse defense today has been phenomenal. BU really not able to get a step on any of the Syracuse defenders, making McCool's life a lot easier.
Hoddle just tried to force that pass and a turnover, so here's BU back with it. We'll see this Syracuse defense on the field once again. It's a unit that lost a little bit from last year. Matt Grace, who transferred in from RIT as a national champion. Michael Grace, I should say, graduated. And you bring in Jordan Beck, who played a lot on the man down unit. Now he's into the starting lineup, and a very big physical player, adding to Billy Dwan's massive size.
And I think BU needs to test Beck a little bit more. Jimmy Core is who Beck is matched up on. Jimmy Core, very capable player, but they've just stuck him inside a lot of this game. The one dodge he did take, they scored on.
Fox's shot blocked on its way, but Ben Moore is closest. Shanahan, the two-man game with Forte. And Forte landed inside the crease, so a off-ball turnover.
Yeah, I thought they might have pushed him in there. That was the first pick that BU has really set for Shanahan that they actually stuck, right? Shanahan's running his defender into it.
Spalina's got an open net against the 10-man, but he tries to get the extra pass off to Luke Roa. And just turnover after turnover these last couple minutes. A 3-on-1 ground ball won by Terriers, but Syracuse gets it right back. A yard sale from Spalina, but back to BU.
So we saw on that 10-man ride, Spalina crossing over the midfield, right? Spalina, an attackman, always stays on the one side. He crosses over into the defensive end. The BU pole not sure what to do with him. Leaves him open, and Spalina with an easy clear. Look for them to do that again.
Shanahan again, still without a point. Inside Lacrosse ranked him as the best freshman in the country last season. He was ranked as the 44th best player in the nation coming into this year, but quiet so far.
And he's going to have a different role this year. Jimmy O'Connell was a great player for BU last year. Shanahan as well, but now he's really the #1 focal point.
Forte can't hold on to the pass, and here's Dante Bowen, the Ohio State transfer, former Buckeye, the easy clear. And that's really the key when you get a turnover against the 10-man, isn't it? You get the ball, just sprint up the field. Don't let them get into that clear, or into that ride.
You're exactly right. That's where it becomes so important for those D-mids to be good ball handlers.
And it's been an impressive start for this defensive midi room, really where probably the biggest question was for the Orange coming into this season. We've seen Jake Spalina, Ryder Ochoa, Jaden Kittleberger. It's a very deep room.
They've all been holding their own against the BU midfielders and Forte, the attackman.
Leo's got a shorty on him. That's Jackson Matthews. And Leo's got it inside. Triple teamed, and he loses it.
That's just another one there. I don't really know what the benefit of throwing that ball is inside for Spalina.
And Syracuse goes offside. A flag down. Crossfield pass. Shanahan thought about the step down. Now he'll go back at the shorty and fires it in. Well, there he is. First goal of the season for Timothy Shanahan. And the Terriers are on the board here in the second half.
We highlighted him early. Shanahan here, he's taking advantage of Riley Figueres not being on him, right? He's struggled to beat him kind of all day here. Gets this short stick matchup. Shows his capability to go to that right hand where Figueres has been forcing him to go a lot. Maybe that'll build up some confidence for him. Great placement on that shot. McCool doesn't really have a chance.
And that flag down actually was not an offside. It was an unsportsmanlike against Joey Spalina. Full-time 1-minute penalty. And so after scoring the goal, now BU with a chance to add on to it with the man-up unit that was best in the country last season.
And you can't have that, right? Senior, captain, leader, wearing 22 for the storied program. You can't have that penalty.
Spalina, a player who plays with so much heart, so much passion. At times it can just boil over a little bit, and the frustration there today. That's a massive face-off. If Mullen can win, make it easy for Syracuse to kill the penalty. And that's what you can't do if you're Madden Murphy. He goes early and gives it to Syracuse right when Boston University could have had a man up.
We'll see how aggressive the BU defense gets here. Whether they look to double or not, or just kill clock.
The Orange have their second line midfield on, and just two attackmen with Finn Thompson and Peyton Anderson.
I'm a little surprised here. The BU defense, they're led by Jack Rowlett. He was an All-American from UNC, one of the most athletic, aggressive, flashy defenders in the game. He still plays in the PLL.
Rowlett, second team All-Pro last year for the Carolina Chaos.
He's been off to a great start in his coaching career. Really young coach. I believe he graduated 2019. He was at Georgetown for a little while, now has a D coordinator role at BU.
Syracuse kills off the penalty. 20 seconds to go for Spallina. The dodge out of the box. Here's Hoddle. Blocked in front, still loose. Chaos in the area. Anderson. And we'll see if they call it a shot clock violation. If it went out, it is a shot clock violation, so it'll be Boston University ball.
I think regardless, BU looked like they ran that out. It was a shot.
So the call does stand.
Ball. I don't know if those shots made their way to Phillips or not. We couldn't really tell from up here, but nice stand there from the BU defense.
It looked like it might have gotten blocked on the way. We've seen both teams' defenders just jump in front of shots throughout this game. A number that haven't made it all the way to the net. Syracuse has just gotten 50% of its shots on net. BU less than 50% of them. Forte getting hounded by Chuck Kaczynski.
Forte, I don't think he's having the day that he wants to have, but he's going to be a good player. You can even just see his body language. He's calm. The stage isn't too big for him in his first career game here.
The freshman's got 1 goal today on 5 shots. Looking for a second, but right into the body of McCool.
I think he could have planted his feet a little bit more. He ran out of an angle a little bit.
Shanahan's got a better matchup here up against Jordan Beck.
I'd expect for them to go back at him.
But it's Core now, another attackman. He's got a short stick. Crossfield pass just dropped by Andrew Pate. Oh, I think he thought too much. Was he going to shoot? Was he going to pass? Well, he dropped it, but fighting for it back against Billy Dwan.
That's a killer.
Just does keep it.
They got Roa. Oh, they missed him.
Although here's McCarthy with a lot of room in front. Now it's Roa. It was stopped initially by Phillips, but rolled its way in. Well, the goalie got a piece of it, but a powerful shot from Luke Roa gets his 2nd goal of the game. Puts the Orange back up 5.
That's a killer for BU. Pape drops that ball. They're about to have a good look. McCarthy runs this break, looks one way, throws it the other. Phillips was all over it, but Roa gets it past him.
Quarter started with a pair of goals from Michael Leo and Joey Spallina. Not the first time that these guys have shared a lacrosse field together. That would be in 8th grade when Joey and Michael faced off as opponents in Long Island Youth Lacrosse. Leo was the best player on his team, and of course Joey, the prodigy, was the best on his, being coached by his father Joe. So after the game, the Spallinas recruited Leo to join their Team 91 Smash. Hardcore, yes, but this is Long Island Youth Lacrosse we're talking about. Ever since then, the two have climbed the ranks together, making multiple high school All-American teams and showcases as well. They both committed to Syracuse in that class of 2022, and here they are 4 years later, leading the Orange as senior superstars.
Sean, thank you so much. It's incredibly special, the connection that Spallina and Leo have. You got those Long Island guys all over the place, so many players who have known each other since they were little kids. And of course, the connections between the teams as well. Lacrosse, such a small world. You got a number of high school teammates going up against each other here.
Syracuse really leaning into Long Island for their recruiting. It used to be upstate back in the days, but Long Island's just been dominant, and Syracuse has had success there.
Mullen all the way, and he's got his first. Well, he's one of the best in the country for a reason. 11 for 14 on the face-off, and a goal.
Johnny Mullen's so capable. He can win the ball to himself, 50-50 ground balls. And then to top it off, he can bury shots like this all the time. right? We saw it a bunch last year. He's an athletic specimen. He's going to look to go hard to the goal anytime he can. Nice addition for Syracuse offense.
He's won 79% of faceoffs so far in this game, and he's got his first goal of the season. Mullen scored just 5 last year.
Just adds a whole other element that the BU defense has to prepare for, right? There are some forwards you don't have to slide to because they're not a threat and you want them to shoot. He's not one of them.
Ryan Poley talked about last year when these teams scrimmaged, there was a point where they let Mullen take it down and he scored every single time. Just 2 points today for Joey Spallina. Still looking for his first assist. Only 3 of Syracuse's 10 goals have been assisted today. Leo denied.
Phillips, it looked like with the kick save, I think that one hurt his foot a little bit. He's walking a little gimpy, but phenomenal save.
Now needs his offense to get another. Here's the pull with the shot and the goal. It's the LSM, Donald Varnaren. He had 4 last season and 1 in the opener today.
I'm not sure how Varnaren ended up here, but Jimmy Core, slick feed through the defense. Then Varnaren with that step back lefty shot. He looks like an attackman out there.
Even had Billy Dwan next to him.
Some nice energy for BU here. They're not going away.
And they desperately needed that one after Syracuse had scored 4 of the 5 goals in this third quarter. Another tie-up at the X. Here the wings getting involved, and Matt McEntee, the sophomore, missed last season, has it. He takes it all the way and just misses.
McEntee, we talked about, we've got high hopes for him on that second line, but showing he's also capable as, you know, a guy that they can put on the faceoff lanes, just adding another dimension to the faceoff unit's offensive capabilities.
McEntee's speed is really what makes him special. He says his favorite athlete is Usain Bolt. He's a track and field runner in high school. Spallina gets to 5 and 5. Crossfield to Leo. He rips it home. Bar down from Michael Leo. And there's that Team 91 crush connection.
Just highlighted these two coming out of the break. Connor Kemp still doing a good job on Joey Spallina here, but credit Spallina just doing a better job of feeding that ball, not forcing it too much. Crossfield to Michael Leo, who shoots around that defender, uses him as a screen, able to get that one past Phillips. Michael Leo has had a nice third quarter here for Syracuse.
Second goal of the game for Michael Leo.
And that's what the coaching staff is looking for from Spallina. Better decision-making on that righty wing, right? When he's posting up those defenders. He's got to make the right decisions with the ball.
Mullen went early there. That's the second time today he's committed a violation. Two of the 5 face-off wins today for BU come on those violations. One of them was against Syracuse's backup and Drew Angelo, so they've only won 2 against Mullen. Tyler Fox has it knocked out by Jake Spallina. Heck of a play there by the short stick D midi.
Credit this Syracuse defense. They've just been more physically and athletically imposing than the BU offense. Not letting their guys get a step on them at all. More physical and causing a lot of turnovers.
Leo breaks through, getting absolutely hounded. They might have to give him a stick check. How did he not lose it? Somehow found Spallina as well.
Quite the composure there from Leo. We just highlighted him as he slowly jogs into the offensive end. Handles a lot of checks there. Tops it off with a BTB pass.
He's still gathering himself. As Spallina looks to work from the wing. Step down, just wide. We've seen a lot of Joey Spallina from that right wing today. Spallina in front to Thompson, just didn't have an angle, and he stepped in the crease. Just another one of those feeds inside by Spallina where just doesn't put his teammate in the best spot.
It's just not resulting in anything positive for them today, right? Finn Thompson's a great inside player, 23 in white, but you know, he didn't have the positioning there inside where he could really do much with it. But it just seems like a lot of forced feeds inside that, you know, like I said, not resulting in what Coach March or Coach Gate wants.
If you watch the Syracuse team the last couple of years, that does work a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's just when it doesn't, you're thinking, why the heck did he just force that?
Definitely, and they have a cushion here, right? But you shouldn't play any differently with a lead. You know, I think that's something that Syracuse needs to focus on, and that's what great teams do, right? No empty possessions.
Shanahan through the 5-hole. And BU's leader stepping up here in the third quarter. He's got his second.
Terrier's goal is his second of the afternoon.
After a slow start, Shanahan starting to come into his own today. Really tough lefty Dodger. BU doing a lot better off using the picks, and Shanahan actually running off of it. Gets him a switch. He's able to beat McCool low. Shanahan, quite the competitor.
Seems like they're moving him around a little bit more here in the second half as well.
Yeah, he was getting buried behind a little bit, and tough with the way, credit Riley Figueres, the way that he was shadowing him to take his right. It really wasn't helping the pick game from, you know, GLE on those razor picks or just any picks directly at X.
The sophomore Drew Angelo had to take that face-off for Syracuse after the Mullen violation. And Murphy got all the way to the goal, but couldn't end up getting rid of it.
Murphy's got to be careful there, right? It's kind of an all-or-nothing play. He got himself into some dangerous territory, and credit the Syracuse defense. They'd welcome him to come in, right? They're not really treating him as a threat to score. Then they collapse on him when it's too late, cause a turnover. So face-off one for BU, but Syracuse has the ball.
Syracuse with it after the loose ball push. We see the second line on once again. Definitely feel like there's a big boost in athleticism with this group with Hahn and McEntee. They've had a lot of success today dodging.
Yeah, I said it before, they're ACC body type midfielders, right? They're in that, you know, 5'11" to 6'2" range, 180 to 200 pounds.
Both incredibly fast, and then the other guy on that line is Wyatt Hoddle, who might even be faster than that. Makes it very difficult to match up against for any team. Spallina, now he's got the shorty on him. And the Orange will give him space to work. What a pass to Anderson, my goodness! Well, there's the chemistry on full display. Spallina to Anderson. And Joey's up to 4 points today. Peyton Anderson up to 3.
And we see Spallina here. I've been knocking him a little bit. He's been forcing it inside, but BU has that covered. Now he's looking for these skip passes. First we saw it with Leo. Now we see it with Peyton Anderson. Looking a little bit like Owen Hiltz on that left side, low to high. Gets that one past Phillips.
Anderson, the 5th Syracuse player with 2 goals today. And the Orange doubling up the Terriers. Another face-off win for Cuse. If you take out the 2 violations, Sean Mullen is 14 for 16.
Wow, it's a good start to the season.
And he's going up against Madden Murphy, who was the 2nd best face-off guy in the Patriot League last year, 3rd best among all freshmen nationally. So this is no easy battle today. As with time running down here in the 3rd quarter, Michael Leo just holding on to it. And now he'll initiate with 15 left. Up against Luke Davis. Bad pass. BU has it back. And Phillips will just chuck it along. And that does it for the third quarter of play. Definitely the best so far today for the Orange. Syracuse with 6 goals after entering this quarter with just 6. Looking to close it out and get its first win of the season. Orange, they take a 6-goal lead over the Terriers, and a big reason for that, Joey Spallina. He has been on a roll. 3 points in the third quarter. He is now up to 250 all time, and he is 57 away from tying the all-time leader. He's just been on a different level compared to everyone else in his career, and today, been a little bit up and down.
Yeah, Spallina, we've seen him operating on this right wing like we usually do. He's had a couple forces inside early, a couple bad plays, but he really picked it up in that third quarter, started thinking through it a little bit more, throwing some of those skip passes, and he's looked good here.
Joey Spallina, the #1 player in the country his freshman year.